farther west, UNL Extension dryland crop specialist Drew Lyon talked with us in Scottsbluff on Tuesday about how plants are holding up in the region. Drew said the area's wheat crop, even after freezes and ensuing dry weather, will end up around average to slightly above average. As you'll notice, corn in western Nebraska is much less advanced than that in the eastern half. While the corn in the east is already showing tassels, corn here is about knee-high in non-irrigated fields and showing the effects of continued heat.
Well, you go out and look at a dryland cornfield this late afternoon, and it's looking a bit sorry. The leaves are curled up. There might be a bluish color to it, so it's suffering, but it seems to recover during the night, which means that there's still enough subsoil moisture to let it recover. Corn needs rain during flowering and early grain fill, so late July, early August, and that will tell us a lot about how this corn crop's going to do. It could use a rain or two before then to keep it moving along vegetatively, but the real key to dryland corn is what kind of rain we get in that time period, and it's anybody's guess what we'll get during that period of time. That's what makes dryland corn kind of a risky crop for out here. When it works really nice, but there are years where it doesn't work very well at all. This may be one of them.
So not necessarily a major concern right now because there is a chance.
Correct.
That it could come around.
We never know what the weather's going to do around here, but if we stay in this dry, hot mode, it doesn't bode well for the corn crop. But it's still early enough that you can have a little bit of hope and faith that we'll catch some rains and do all right.
Paint the picture for proso millet and the crop out here this year.
Proso millet is probably off. Some people have some good stands, but because it's been so dry and hot, and proso generally isn't planted till late May, early June, and we've been pretty dry since then, our stands aren't as great as we would like them to be. If you can get proso millet up and plant it into some good soil moisture, proso millet can do pretty well with just 1 or 2 rains if it's got good moisture at the beginning. So the struggle this year has been getting a good stand of proso millet. It's a small seed, you plant it shallow, and we've had a lot of hot, warm, windy days that have dried out that surface moisture. So if we can catch some rains to even up the stands and then maybe catch 1 or 2 more and have it in good soil moisture, I think proso will be all right.
You're looking at the sunflower crop as well. I was asking you before when you would normally harvest that, and you said you'll probably need a freeze, so maybe October would be the time frame. How much moisture does that crop demand?
Sunflowers demands a lot of water. The advantage sunflower has is it has a very deep root system, so it can go down and get that water if it's there. So if you're planting into some ground that has good subsoil moisture, sunflowers can really hang in there and do fairly well. They'll, again, need some rain during that flowering and early seed set, but not as critical for sunflower as it is for corn.
What's their condition this year?
This year, again, they're planted a little bit later, so I think most people have a decent stand of it, and that root will go down and get to moisture as long as there's moisture there to be had. But again, we're going to need some rain. Its advantage isn't so much that it's real water use efficient. Its benefit is it has a really good root system, so if you have good moisture down there, it'll go down and find it.